Welcome to the lair of the Batty Boffin.
Hi there Batty fans, it's time for a little more Batty Boffin chemistry, and we're talking about the periodic table and particularly about the group 7 elements, the halogens. Here's a quick reminder of where they come on the periodic table. So some of the more useful reactions of the halogens. The halogens have got a lot of reactions, but we're just going to mention very briefly 4 of them up here. The first one here, HCl, hydrogen chloride. Now that's a gas, and chlorine reacts with a lot of things. It's not difficult to get hydrogen chloride. Here's a useful thing though. If you put it through water, you bubble it through water, what you get is it dissolves into its 2 ions. The H plus, the AQ means aqueous. By the way, that's G for gas. I could put L, I suppose L for liquid in here, isn't it? That's a liquid. AQ means aqueous, posh word for with water. An aqueous solution, so that means you've got these hydrogen pluses hanging around in water and the Cl minuses. Hopefully, if you know anything about acids and alkalides, you will know that when you get a lot of these H pluses, that's an acid. So what we're doing is we're dissolving hydrogen chloride in water and forming hydrochloric acid. Very famous. I'm sure you've heard of that one there. So that one, hydrochloric acid. Anything with the H pluses, that's an acid. Second one down here, we've got chlorine and NaOH. Again, one you may have heard of there, sodium hydroxide. Now, sodium hydroxide is kind of powerful cleaner. You'll find it in things like dishwasher tablets and stuff like that. Chlorine, quite a noxious reactive gas. What do you think you get when you come out of this? And I'll give you a clue. You've got some of it round your house. It probably gets put down the loos every now and then. So have a think about that. Any ideas what that comes out to be? Its official name is sodium hypochlorite, but I wouldn't expect you to know that. You will know that one as bleach. Quite a powerful chemical. This is why on the back of things like toilet cleaners and bleach and stuff, it will always have one of those little cautious symbols, you know, the little hand being dissolved away kind of thing. And it also says, do not use in conjunction with any other cleaner. And it actually does mean that. Because if you can imagine, if you've got chlorine and sodium hydroxide there combined into sodium hypochlorite, if you happen to react that with another chemical that causes that to dissociate, you're going to get chlorine gas given off. And that's poisonous, nasty stuff. So when you get things like toilet cleaners and bleach, it says don't mix with any other chemicals. It really does mean it. Don't muck about with cleaners. They can be really dangerous things. The third one you will have heard of much more. PTFE. I've given it its initials because its real name is really long. Polytetrafluoroethene. What, you may say? I've never heard of that. Oh yes, you have. 3 places you may have come across it. Firstly, have a look at the radiators. Where the pipe joins into the radiator, you may see wound round the joints some thin white tape. If you've ever watched a plumber at work, you might see them using reels of this white tape. It's called PTFE tape. Second place you might come across it if you've ever been skiing. Personally, I can't stand it, but I do believe there are some people who enjoy that. The bottom of your skis may well be coated in PTFE. Third place, saucepans. Saucepans, frying pans, all that kind of thing have a coating on the inside of PTFE. The reason for this is that PTFE is actually quite slippy stuff. It helps your skis slide along. It helps your fried eggs and your scrambled eggs come off the inside of these. And you may know it by its trade name, which comes from this kind of Teflon. Teflon is the trade name for PTFE, polytetrafluoroethene, and it's used as a non-stick coating on cookware. Very useful. If you've ever tried getting scrambled eggs off a stick pan as opposed to a non-stick pan, you will know what I mean. The last one down here, again, uber common. You will know about this. You probably worked it out already. There's some sodium. I've got it in its ion form there, and a Cl chlorine ion there. This ain't difficult. Pause the video and fill in what this turns into. Pretty easy, this one. Na plus Cl minus join very happily together to form NaCl. Highly reactive, nasty stuff, poisonous. Highly reactive, nasty stuff, poisonous. Yummy stuff we put on our chips. Sodium chloride, common table salt. You can of course replace that halogen with any of the others. You can have sodium fluoride, sodium bromide, sodium iodide. Some people who need to be on low chlorine diets just because the chemicals can use sodium iodide, or people who need to be on low sodium diets can use potassium chloride or potassium iodide. There are other ones, these kind of low salt salts you get. Salt isn't just one thing, it's not just that. Lots of things are called salts that are related. And another name for the salts are the metal halides. That's a metal, sodium's a metal, and that's a halogen. So the metal halides is the reaction of a metal and a halogen. Metal halides, salts. Right, that's it, I think, for the halogens for the moment. So pop back in some other videos. We might be talking about group 8, group 1. Great one on the structure of the periodic table. That's a good one to watch if you don't know about that. And I'll see you next time, Betty fans.